In the last episode, we pieced together the palm tree puzzle.
How predictably pedestrian. So we're the Bittersweet Gamers!
I'm We Square.
I'm the Opinionator, and let's go! Maybe we'll even finish this dungeon one day.
One day.
Your breath. I said don't! I said don't hold your breath, Billy! You're doing it wrong!
Gentle viewers, we talk about a lot of things on this show, but today we're going to talk about dungeon design.
Do we really talk about a lot of things? I feel like we don't.
Really? Because I think we... What is the point of this room? Dungeon design!
Gosh, I'm also facing an existential crisis right now. I'm sorry, Billy. Go ahead with what you were talking about.
So many games have good dungeon design.
This is not one of them.
No, not at all.
Explain why.
Explain why other games have good dungeon design?
No! Tell me what you're talking about.
Well, this dungeon is just a...
Oh! Hello!
Interesting. I don't think my reflection was in it.
Why is he walking like this? He was really spry before, but now he's kind of wandering around like he's on something, and is just like doing this bazooka military kick to knock open doors. Okay, so you looked at the mirror.
Convenient.
You looked at the mirror, and then he wandered past to open the door up ahead.
Right.
Okay, whatever.
That's what happened. I don't know.
Just like flush a toilet to make him come kick open a door. What's next? York's gonna be like, heck, I can't think of anything else to do.
Oh.
So he's going to light a cigarette, and then he's going to show up again. But, that's the closest we got. So, dungeons.
Dungeon design, yes. This game does not have good dungeon design. These dungeons are kind of pointless, and I don't care about ammo. Boring, and not very fun or creative,
They're very long. Pointlessly long.
They're fatiguingly long.
Nothing seems to happen in them. There are so many enemies. Mm-hmm. The enemies... I don't have a problem with combat, but there's only been one type of enemy so far.
They've had guns, too.
But it's still the same type of enemy, and they all go down one pipe, two knife, a few gunshots.
Yeah.
So...
We finally got a turkey sandwich, Damon!
Finally!
One we can eat!
I have some turkey. It's not purple like this game's turkey, but,
I think I prefer my turkey not to be purple.
Maybe that's red onion. Red onion on a turkey sandwich is really good.
I prefer that my poultry persist in being purple.
You do? You want a purple turkey?
Oh, dang, I did that wrong. Darn it. Where's my thesaurus? Anywho, it's like the combat, the puzzles aren't really puzzles. None of the puzzles here, in any of them, even in the hospital, have been very interesting, and I get the feeling
involved. All you do, the most complicated puzzle that we've faced so far was shoot the hand that's the right size that matches what was on the door.
Yeah.
That's as complicated as we get. And once again, the length is so ridiculous. The enemies are so ridiculous and so easy, and what do we gain from the dungeons being this long with so little happening? Like here, at least, the killer's shown up a handful of times, but the killer could be showing up frequently in a smaller dungeon where we don't spend...
Speaking of...
we don't spend an hour in toilets!
And now I'm going to be another...
Turn around faster, Yorick!
What are you waving your finger at me for? I made the quick time event.
That's exactly the same scene as what happened before, combined with his tisk, 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 nuh-uh, you'll never catch me.
Where am I? Okay, I just came up there. Am I supposed to follow him? I don't know. He just kind of appeared for no reason, just to take a swing at me.
I was expecting something was about to happen, and then he just left.
Yeah. There's just a lot of unnecessary filler in these dungeons.
Questionable decisions in the dungeons.
Yeah,
rooms that are completely empty and pointless. If it were only some of these, like a little too much combat, or the dungeons were a little too long, or even just a little too boring, but instead it ranks boring, or it shoots the boring level, the combat level, the length level, and like all the way to max. So they're, just like you said, fatiguing, but it also takes the... We're totally going to have to spend a lot of money on ammo for this. But it also,
I have a lot in my box.
But it also takes the dungeon, or the engagement level all the way down to the minimum. Like, what? Okay, so here a zombie shows up. Who cares?
Amazing.
This is the first zombie that's been in this section since we went through the wall. There hasn't been any combat up till this point.
That's
and now
good.
It's gone. And now it's gone.
We've had too much of it in any case. We need to just... I mean, look! This is not Eye of the Beholder! This is like a...
Make sure to keep a hold of the corpse in the beginning. You'll thank me.
That actually is a really good tip that Billy gave for Eye of the Beholder. But in any case, it's like this looks like a dungeon crawler. Like, what's a recent one? Like Legend of Grimrock or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what this is looking like right now. We know this game isn't a horror game. We know
at all.
We know
anyone who says it's survival horror is wrong.
We know that this game isn't... We have no idea how to classify this game, and that's really interesting. And you have to understand, even though we're just sitting and complaining about it, we actually do really like it.
We do, because of all the other stuff.
Yeah,
not because of this.
Not because of this. This is bad. You know, maybe if there were new enemy types.
Yeah.
Or like, interesting scenarios.
Or if there was a reason that these places were dungeons, you know? It's
yes! Like, Yorick has nothing to do with any of these places. It just seems like he's wandering about...
And then just random encounter. It's like a random encounter.
Yeah. We were surprised early on. I specifically remember saying, like, oh, wow, is this game actually an RPG? I thought it was survival horror. Well, I guess calling this game a JRPG may not entirely... Why didn't you just send it to the toolbox?
I'm full.
Okay. Sorry.
Remember, the pipe fairy from earlier.
Right. So maybe this game is more of a JRPG because it even seems to have this sort of random encounter feel.
Right.
There's just too much time and too much filler in between things happening.
It'd be one thing if it was interesting or there was some kind of challenge.
Or if it was scary.
If this were in fact a horror game, I'd enjoy it a lot more. But as I am a horror aficionado, this isn't horror. There's no sense of isolation. There's no like overwhelming odds sort of thing.
You've got a submachine gun that has no spread. It's the most perfect weapon ever.
No recoil.
And you've got like over 1,000 bullets. And whenever you leave, you'll be able to buy thousands more.
That punk just locked me in here.
Maybe something will happen. No, of course not. Of course nothing's gonna happen.
Ooh. Oh.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. Okay.
That's sort of interesting. If you remember...
I can't make anything out.
No. It just looks like nothing. If you remember from the scenes with old man York talking to his granddaughter or whatever... Yeah, pull out some more bullets.
Oh, yeah, here's the other save room.
If you remember the scenes with old man York talking to his granddaughter, he was like, make sure to turn on the TV, just turn the sound down, just like always. You know,
right.
And then here we get that TV. Okay, inventory management und saving.
Man, you just can't count on those interdimensional laundry imps, can you?
I suppose they'll just be washing it forever. And ever. And ever.
And ever. And ever.
Hey, does that mean that you...
ever.
Billy! Ah! Well then, what do we have here? I guess turning the power back on for the elevator?
I'd imagine so, but then what was the point of coming up here? We've been everywhere else. There hasn't been another clue.
To find more clues?
But we've been everywhere else.
We've run into the killers some more. This was like we were saying with the irritating design.
Yeah, we came all...
Here we go. We've harped on that enough. We may as well wait and see what's going to happen. TV went back to normal.
Detective York Morgan, please call me York. Everyone else does.
I hate it when you get pranked like that.
I see you.
Well, then come in here and we'll shoot you with the submachine gun 1,000,000,000 times, man. What? How?
I'm not scared of him.
That could have actually been creepy if the game worked.
Yeah.
Once again, the rest of the game is awesome, but this stuff is not working for us.
Can I shoot him with this?
No, just move on.
Oh, I have to peek.
Booga booga?
Here's Breadseed Killer.
Uh-oh. What the? Oh! You have to hide? Oh, this is neat. You can't hide on top of the couch.
He's gonna hide under the bed. Oh.
I guess you want to hide in that one then, and not the other one, right? So, what's he gonna do?
My pulse is rising. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't like where this is going.
This could have been really interesting if something like this would have happened later. It would have helped keep the tension up, you know?
Right? I think I chose poorly. Ah.
That's all it takes.
Are you serious?
Alien Isolation, this is not. Though I don't like Alien Isolation.
Me either. But that's a story for another time. Okay, I was still holding the right trigger.
This is all it is?
That.
This is all it takes.
Ooh, wake me up when he leaves.
Oh, this is so scary. He's just gonna shamble around. Oh, when he's not looking, run out. Go hide somewhere else.
That
Or
was the
not.
wrong thing to do.
Hey, it made sense to me.
I blame you.